Before inserting the footnote, we need to type two sentences following the previous citation of 2. You can find the two sentences starting at the bottom of WD 81 with step 1 and step 2, continuing step 2 at the top of page WD 82 and finishing with step 3. Now we're going to insert a footnote. You go to the References tab, click on Footnote. You see the Footnotes group. You're going to click on Insert Footnote. Notice there's a 1 there. That tells you that's your first footnote. Now footnote says, in addition to the text, here's some things to keep in mind about what I told you. That it just won't fit into our paper, so we're going to put it in a footnote. It's like a side note. Keep this in mind. And then we're going to say Gupta and Pedro state, and then they tell us what those two guys tell us about noise canceling technology. You can find those, what Gupta and Pedro feel on this noise canceling technology on WD83. Go ahead and look at WD83 when you type what Gupta and Pedro feel about this. And now we're going to cite our source. And we're going to go into Insert Citation. Students feel that, many students feel that if they have the works cited page, they did their job. And that's far from the case. The most important part of citing is inside your paper itself. That's the whole purpose of this assignment here, is to get you guys familiar with how to cite sources properly when doing research papers. And here, it's an exercise of learning the steps, the proper steps. So you're going to go to the References tab, Citations and Bibliography group, click on Insert Citation, and now we're going to say add a placeholder. That's what's going to be inside the document that's going to appear in parentheses to say this is where this came from. So we haven't listed the source yet. We are just citing the source with inside the paper using what's called a placeholder. So we're going to press OK. And now we go down to our footnote, and you see the Gupta citation, the Gupta placeholder inside our paper. This is the big part of citing sources, is in the paper using, and they call this parenthetical expression, because the cite, it appears in parentheses after the sentence.